Okay, here we go. I got a whole bunch of drunk, wild Brits singing Sweet Caroline. And then they're going to announce Dillian Whyte into the building. And then comes Tyson Fury. If you're watching this on replay, the main event will probably be starting in you're probably looking at about 10 minutes away from the main event starting. They're swinging Sweet Caroline like all white people do in the UK as well as in America. At my family functions throughout the years, they used to go in on Sweet Caroline too. I guess that's not just a UK thing. I think it's just a Caucasian thing in general. So right now we got Sweet Caroline bumping through the speakers. The largest boxing event in the history of the UK, which probably means it's the largest boxing event in the history of boxing, period. 96,000, I think, was the final count. Maybe 94,000, the final count. I believe Tyson Fury's purse for this fight was 30 million. I think Dillian Whyte got 7, but I could be wrong about that. It might be 4, and then there's a win bonus of 4 million, and that might be what brings it to 7. But if you're looking for a link, go to either Buff Streams or First Row Sports. If you're doing it on your phone from your home Wi-Fi, you might need to turn off your Wi-Fi in order to get the fight, because they've been cracking down a little bit with the fights lately. So if you go to buffstreams.io or First Row Sports, you will be able to find a link that works. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. All right. I'm going to be doing some commentary on the fight, talking some other fight sports news and such. You know, for those that don't know, we got my man Tyson Fury going up against Dillian Whyte tonight. This is a huge fight in the United Kingdom. It's not necessarily a fight that the boxing world wanted or was looking for per se, but it is going to be a good fight as long as it lasts. Number one, Tyson Fury has already talked about retiring. And you know what they say, if a fighter talks about retiring, they're already a little bit retired. And Dillian Whyte has better technical skills than Deontay Wilder. I wouldn't say he's as athletic, but he does have very, very, very respectable punching power as well. And there's a good chance he knocks out Tyson Fury, just like there's a good chance Tyson Fury knocks him out in the later rounds. Tyson Fury has become a much more aggressive boxer in recent years, especially I think he found that in the Wilder fight. You know, once he raised up off the canvas in the Wilder fight, I think he realized, you know what? I can't be stopped by one punch or a power puncher. And he decided to take the angle of more of a power puncher as his career has gone on. So the key to victory for Fury in this fight would be keep the jab in his face early and then start landing the right hand. The key for Dillian Whyte is do not give Tyson Fury any space. He needs to stay on top of Tyson Fury the whole time. He needs to look for those moments. You know, Teddy Atlas pointed something out that I've talked about in the past. Tyson Fury, when he gets in a little trouble or when he doesn't want to be hit, he'll lunge sometimes to grab his opponent. If you time that, and obviously Teddy Atlas explained it much more than I would, but, you know, much better than I would. But if you time when Tyson Fury comes in and tries to grab the opponent with a short hook or an uppercut on the way in, Dillian Whyte could get a highlight reel knockout. You never know. You know, this isn't, even though this is a fight people might not want it to have seen per se, it is a good fight, and it is going to be a good scrap. Tyson Fury obviously has taken this fight very serious. I think he had a 12-week training camp for this fight. You know, usually you do about half of that. So that's how you know that he took this fight seriously. And he knows he has a very valid opponent, about to step in the ring with him. Right now, Dillian Whyte is walking to the ring. That's probably going to take 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 2-3 minutes. Then Tyson Fury is going to have a nice long entrance. That might even be 10 minutes or so. So if you're watching this on a replay or you want to wait for the main event, you might want to come back in, I don't know, let's say 10 minutes, 12 minutes. That's why I didn't want to go live too early. I figure for the moment, we'll go over a little bit of, what Tyson Fury is looking at. in Dillian Whyte. Take a little look at what he's done in his career so far. You know, Dillian Whyte came up short against Anthony Joshua when they fought a few years ago. But Dillian Whyte was a kickboxer by trade originally, and then he came into boxing with a lot less, a lot less amateur experience. Even though he did beat Anthony Joshua in the amateurs, but you could see, you know, he got knocked out by Povetkin, then got the KO win over Povetkin. That's one of his best wins. He knocked out Derek Chisora. You know, that's a good win. Joseph Parker's a good win. Lucas Brown's a good win. You know, he actually has 2 wins over Chisora. You know, Anthony Joshua was where he came up short, obviously, as we just discussed. You know, he's beaten a lot of decent fighters. You know, Maurice Wack, how the hell you say his name? I seen that fight. Robert Helenius, all the other guys. Dillian Whyte has always been this close to being a heavyweight champ. And he's actually been the mandatory for years, you know, but he's also popped dirty a bunch of times. So there's a good reason why he might not have got his chance at the belt, you know. So there's always going to be a little of a stain on Dillian Whyte's career. Great for England, absolutely. And that's the thing to keep in mind, right? 94 to 96,000 people are packing out for a fight that not a lot of people are like, oh, I needed to see this fight. But that just goes to show you how loyal the UK fans. And right now, you see it. When you watch a UK fight, especially a big one, even a smaller one sometimes, it's theatrics when the fighters are coming to the ring. You know, it's music and lights and, you know, the crowd's going crazy. You know, UK fans tend to get to the fights earlier than most boxing fans in the United States, even if the cards aren't as good as United States cards at times. But UK boxing fans are true boxing fans. And there's a lot of old school boxing fans left in the United States as well. I'm one of them. I know many. But unfortunately, there's not as much respect paid to boxers as there was in the past by the United States. Hopefully that'll change at some point. If Deontay Wilder could have picked up a win against Tyson Fury, that would have blew United States boxing, you know, out of the atmosphere even more. But we all know what happened in those fights. Fury dominated most of them. Wilder had his moments, of course. I mean, you can see that's what Tyson Fury's been tied up in for almost 3 years at this point between training camps, was Deontay Wilder fights. I mean, you know, with those two tune-ups in between of Otto One-Line and Tom Schwartz. You know, win over Klitschko, win over Chisora, Steve Cunningham, Christian Hammer. That's not really a big win. You know, I mean, listen, I do hope that Tyson Fury does not decide to retire after this fight. I would like to see him beat an Andy Ruiz. You know, if Anthony Joshua beats Usyk, Tyson Fury is not retiring. I'll tell you that right now. If Anthony Joshua beats Alexander Usyk in the rematch, Tyson Fury will fight again, because as big as this fight is in the UK, and Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury fight in the UK, they're going to have to open up 2 fucking stadiums for that. You know what I mean? They're going to have to add as many seats as possible. I don't know if Wembley can hold any more, because I know they had to get permission from the authorities to get it to the point, you know, that they can have 94 to 96,000. Yeah, Ruiz is a good fight. Luis Ortiz, you know, who gave Deontay Wilder a couple good fights. That's a good fight. Obviously, Alexander Usyk is a great fight. Anthony Joshua is a great fight. I don't know if Alexander Usyk, obviously Ukrainian fighter, has actually been fighting in the war on, you know, I don't know about on the front lines, but he's been in the war in Ukraine, so you got to respect that. He left Ukraine recently to get into training camp for the Anthony Joshua fight. I don't know if that would make Fury not retire, because Usyk is a much harder fight for him than Anthony Joshua. You know, Alexander Usyk, he obviously came up from cruiserweight, has great footwork, great hand speed, great combination punching, and respectable power coming up to heavyweight, which doesn't always happen for cruiserweights. You know, and he proved he could take power in multiple fights at heavyweight so far, did Usyk. So I don't know if Tyson Fury would be looking to stay in the game for the Usyk fight, but it would be a huge fight, and I hope he does, you know. But for the UK and for boxing in general, it would actually be a better look if Anthony Joshua beats Usyk in the rematch. Then they have one of the just biggest fights in the history of boxing, Fury versus Joshua. And then obviously Usyk would be in line to get the rematch against Joshua again, or fight Fury if Fury wanted to stick around. So, you know, we got to see what happens in this fight, you know, because like I said, when you get a guy that says he's thinking about leaving the game, that means he's 1 foot out the game. So if Tyson Fury doesn't take Dillian Whyte 100% seriously in this fight, he could end up on the canvas. And that's a fact. Because Dillian Whyte, he's fairly athletic, thick dude, you know what I mean? Pause, no Bruno, you know, thick, got a good chin. You know, he's been knocked down a few times in his career. I think at least twice, probably more, but he always gets up. 9 times out of 10, he gets back up off the canvas and puts on a good account for himself, if not wins the fight. So, you know, in no way, shape, or form is this fight a given. Right now, they're playing a little pre-hype bullshit on the TV from Tyson Fury. So they're going to be announcing him officially very soon. So we're probably about 7 minutes out from the opening bell. This is why I took down the time from starting at 4:30 to starting around 5, because I knew for a fact that with all the pre-hype and bullshit, and with the way UK builds up the event, which is great for the spectators and, you know, the viewers at times, I figured we push it back to this time. So, hey, I appreciate you. Much appreciated. Shout out to everyone in the what's the name of that Discord again? The Kiki. You put the name of the Discord in there. I don't want to say it wrong, you know, because I know it's a play on words and it's a satire thing. So you go ahead and put it in there. But I always appreciate anybody who checks in, whether it's for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, the whole time. I don't care if you come in and hit a like just to support. Anything helps the algorithm. Subscribe to me on all platforms. Subscribe to me here. Tune in for the original Whiggaz Comedy Podcast, okay? That's every Wednesday at 9:30. Me and my man, Uncle Dust. That's on original Whiggaz Comedy channel, okay? You'll see that going across the bottom of the screen. Please also subscribe over there and check out the comedy podcast, okay? All I'm trying to do is entertain people, bring people good content, make you think, make you laugh, and hopefully that's what I accomplish. And I appreciate all support, whether small or large, because Lord knows between bans and algorithms, it's not easy to get eyes and ears on the content at times. So once again, if you're in here and you're looking for a link, your best bet, what I'm using right now, it's called Buff Streams. Okay, we'll put it in the comment section real quick so you guys could I think it's only Buff Stream, it's not Buff Streams. Buffstream.io. Okay. And you will find a link if you're using your home Wi-Fi and you notice they're blocking you. Turn off your Wi-Fi, use your cellular service, and you'll get access to the fight. You're going to have to fight through some ads, but you will find a link if you go to buffstream.io. If that helps you at all and you're not a subscriber already, hit that subscribe on the way out. Once again, appreciate any and all support. So right now, they got Tyson Fury in the back doing a little shadow boxing. He's warming up. Tyson Fury should be walking out to the ring any second now. If you need a link, that's where you want to go on the screen. Click subscribe on the way out, please. Hit notifications. Join me for the original Whiggaz Comedy Podcast. Scrap a Tap live every Saturday. The boxing and UFC live streams will depend on what's the biggest fight of the weekend, what time is that fight starting, and then we'll get into some other things if I have time as well. So much love to everybody in here right now. We got 25 people tuned in right now. I appreciate any and all support. So click that like, click that subscribe. All right. That's where you want to go for a link. If you don't have one, it's on the screen. All right. Go find one, fight through it. Can't tell me it don't work. I'm using it right now. So you guys will definitely be able to find a link if you go there right now. Tyson Fury about to walk out to the ring. Between him walking out to the ring and the little, Michael Buffer, this, that, probably about, I said 7 minutes ago. We're probably really about 7 minutes away from the opening bell at this point. All right. Yo, what's good, David? I hope all is well, my brother. Appreciate you popping in. Very much appreciated. Pop in on Wednesdays too with me and Dusty as you usually do. Much love, brother. Hope all is well. Tyson Fury walking out to Biggie, as he does often. Walking out to Juicy. Acapella of my brother Biggie right now. Tyson Fury in the white and red robe. Is that a boa on his neck? I don't think so. I don't think a gypsy would wear a boa. What do you guys think? Maybe a female gypsy. Would hope a man. I don't know. Actually, a boa is a gypsy thing, isn't it? Come to think of it. But I don't think he's wearing a boa. He's just walking out to the ring right now. Couple minutes out from the main event. Song just changed. I don't know this song. Tyson Fury walking out, looking confident, smiling, loose, as he should be. No question about it. He stamped himself as the best heavyweight of this generation with the wins over Wilder and with Anthony Joshua having a couple setbacks. Without a doubt, the greatest heavyweight of this generation. No argument can be made against it at this point. Even if he were to lose a fight, he's still the best of this generation. You know, there's unless he decides to stick back around and he's looking great, 3-4 fights, and somebody beats him, then maybe you can make an argument. But in my opinion, yeah, I got Klitschko for the last generation, and then you got Tyson Fury for this generation. I love Deontay Wilder. That's my guy. You know, he was the great heavyweight hope for the United States again. Great heavyweight champion, had a great career. But obviously, Tyson Fury was the one guy he was never able to get past. Now, Tyson Fury walked out for the first little amount, and now he's sitting in his throne, getting brought to the cage, fireworks. This is what UK boxing is all about, right? This is why I love UK boxing fans. And UK boxing fans also tend to be not quite as cunty. You know, they're not as biased as American boxing fans. You know, you see the bias coming out right now that Spence versus Crawford might happen. You know, it's like you can't like both of them. You can't like the sport. You could only like one man. You could only like Fury. You could only like Wilder. You could only like Spence. You could only like Crawford. You could only like Canelo. You could only like Triple G. No. If you're a boxing fan, you love the sport. You recognize what each fighter does well, okay? And you respect it. You salute what he does well. You call out his deficiencies, but you respect those gladiators that walk in the ring and don't be a friggin', you know, armchair quarterback, as they say. You know what I mean? Especially when most of y'all never had no street fights, no real fights, all right? So don't judge these gladiators. Respect these fucking warriors here. Tyson Fury is now in the ring. We're going to get Michael Buffer. It's got to be Michael Buffer. It's got to be. Got to be Michael Buff. Buff's still a little bit worried about COVID, though. You never know. Let's see who they got. You got Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte jawing around, you know, jawing at each other a little bit. Former sparring partners. There's been rumors of Dillian Whyte dropping Tyson Fury in sparring. Nobody knows how true that is, but they definitely had good sparring sessions, hard sparring sessions. I'm sure both of them had moments in their sparring sessions where they hurt the other and maybe dropped the other, you know? But Tyson Fury is a much improved fighter since then. So is Whyte. Tyson Fury even more so, though, because Fury, for the very large, you know, portion of the beginning of his career, known for only the jab, the boxing skills, the fleet-footedness, you know, the shoulder movement, the head movement for a big man, you know, obviously, you know, elite level. But after the wars with Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury found something else. You know, he found out he could be taken to the edge of death and still get up, have a great last round, and then go push the issue for 2 more fights against arguably the most devastating puncher in heavyweight history, if not 2 or 3 at the most. And, you know, took Wilder's soul when it all comes down to it. And I'm a Wilder guy at the end of the day. I love him, but I'm also a Fury guy, like I said. Fuck the bias. All right, so God Save the Queen just got finished being sang. Okay, Jimmy Lennon Jr. is doing the announcements tonight. Michael Buffer is about 99 years old, so that's understandable. He can't do all of them anymore. So we're about a minute away. We got God Save the Queen. We got Sweet Caroline. We got the fireworks. We got Tyson Fury sitting on the king's throne. And now all we have left is the fight. Heavyweight championship. Tyson Fury. Dillian Whyte. Skill. Size. Precision. Against a guy who's technically proficient, but more of a brawler, more of a gritty guy. You know, Dillian Whyte got stabbed, shot, you know, young street kid when he was older, Jamaica, UK, you know, raised in the UK, obviously. That's what he represents. Kickboxer. I believe he only had one loss as a kickboxer, did Dillian Whyte. Came to boxing, beat Anthony Joshua in an amateur fight, then lost to Joshua as a professional. You know, a couple other losses in his career. He's never lost to a bum. You know, all of Dillian Whyte's losses are to very respectable fighters. I mean, you only got Alexander Povetkin and Anthony Joshua. So, you know, Dillian Whyte is no bum. He's a valid opponent. I didn't really want to see the fight personally because Dillian Whyte, you know, some steroid issues. Plus, I thought maybe a Ruiz fight or Usyk fight. Obviously, Joshua I would still love to see. Louis Ortiz. But this is a hell of a fight for as long as it lasts. Unless Tyson Fury just goes out, shows that he's still dedicated even though he might retire, and just puts on a clinic against Dillian Whyte. There's a lot of possibilities in this fight. There's a possibility of a clinic by Fury, possibility of a late stoppage by Fury, possibility of a knockout from Whyte. If it goes to decision, you're looking at 75% chance Tyson Fury is going to win this fight. You know, just based upon my knowledge of boxing, the fighters, so on and so forth. I could always be wrong, but you know, that's the more likely situation if it goes to decision. If it goes to knockout, you get a little closer to 50-50. You know, you would still probably favor Fury with a late round knockout, a late round stoppage, maybe TKO, maybe, but it gets a lot closer to 60-40, 50-50 if the fight ends by knockout. Let's go. Announcing Dillian Whyte right now. Let's go, Dilian. Dillian Whyte's always in interesting fights. Never seen Dillian Whyte in a boring fight. I've watched probably, I don't know, I must have watched, I got to be on like 10 Dillian Whyte fights at least. You know, he's a UK fighter, so sometimes you miss him. But that's probably more than most other United States boxing heads would say. Let me see, 10, maybe more actually, maybe more. Let me go back in Dillian Whyte's resume real quick. Oh yeah, I'm going back. Yeah, at least 10, probably 12, 13 Dillian Whyte fights. So valid opponent, man. Now they're announcing the champ, the greatest heavyweight of this generation by far. Announcing the boy Tyson Fury, Jimmy Lennon making the announcements. I'm going to roll up another little cigarette. Just in case they want to fuck around with any bullshit. Because this type of cigarette should be legal countrywide, but it's not yet. United States, get your fucking shit together. You know what I mean? So here we go. The lineal heavyweight champion of the world. Sync up. Fury! So that's where we are. 20 minutes and 20 seconds into the stream. 23 minutes, 20 seconds. Tyson Fury was announced. Referee giving instructions. And then we're going to get to the fight companion, commentary, and such. The size difference is very evident, you know? Dillian Whyte listed at 6'4". Tyson Fury listed at 6'9", of course. We all know that. Big difference in size. Dillian Whyte needs to keep himself in Tyson Fury's chest. Do not let Tyson Fury get a rhythm with the jab. Do not let Tyson Fury do the slick shit he does where he lands a couple shots, then leans on you. Lands a couple shots, then leans on you. That's a very good tactic he's used in many fights to drain his opponents and get them out of there later in the fight. He used it against Wilder, Steve Cunningham, many others. So let's go. I'll let you know. Ding, ding, ding. Fight underway. Middle of the ring. They're playing patty cake with the gloves, feeling each other out. Tyson Fury looking for somewhere to enter. Little straight left from Dillian Whyte. That's the first power punch thrown. Didn't really land, but first power punch thrown. Right now they're both being a little bit tentative, feeling each other out. Dillian Whyte moving forward a little more, Tyson Fury against the ropes towards the middle of the ring, but against the ropes. Dillian Whyte backing him up a little, touching his body a little bit. Just doing a little bit of work. If you're looking for a link, go to buffstream.io. You'll find one. Please subscribe on the way out if you don't come back. Much love. Click the like button too, y'all. 13 people, 13 likes minimum. Let's go. Please, I appreciate y'all. It helps other people see it. Little jab from Tyson Fury. Dillian Whyte moving forward. Nothing much going on so far. This could be a very tactical fight. I'm just letting you all know now. Little right hand to the body from Dillian Whyte. Lot of jerking around, pause, movement from Tyson Fury. Just trying to, get a read on what Dillian Whyte's trying to do. Dillian Whyte moving forward more often. Tyson Fury doing a little better of a job of keeping a jab in his face. A little more distance. No punches really landed by either man yet, except a couple very light shots to the body from Dillian Whyte. We got 1:37 left in the first round on my clock. Little shot landed by Tyson Fury. Body shot, very light from Dillian Whyte. Another touch to the body from Whyte. Dillian Whyte doing a lot of low movements, trying to move in, work his way in, look for a shot. He's trying to walk Tyson Fury into something. One thing that Tyson Fury needs to do that he hasn't done yet is get his jab fully established. That's going to be a big thing for him to get done what he wants to get done in this fight. Big swing and a miss from Dillian Whyte, left hook. Trying to get Tyson Fury on the exit. Nice little jab from Fury. 46 seconds left. Round number 1. Miss of a right hand from Fury. Dillian Whyte looked for a big left, miss. Tyson Fury touched him with a little right. Came back with a left, missed again. Nothing too major. If you're a judge, you might give it to Dillian Whyte just based upon forward motion, touching him to the body a couple times. But not much has gone on in the first round at all. 20 seconds left. Little jab from Fury. Big time feel out route for both men, both heavyweights. 10 seconds left. Nice little 1-2 from Fury within the last 10 seconds of the round. Little jab from Fury. And what's crazy is so little happened in that round that it is at least slightly possible Tyson Fury could have stole that round with that little flashy 1-2 at the end. Because judges tend to get mesmerized by the last thing they see. You know what I mean? I don't think enough boxers take advantage of that. You hear that 10-second clap, you should be letting your hands go. Even if it's a shoe shine and you only land 1 or 2 of them, looks good to the judges late. Decent left hand to the body from Fury. They're showing the replay. Another right hand to the body. I probably would give that round to Dillian Whyte based upon the fact that he was the one moving forward for most of the round, and he landed at least a couple good body shots. If you're looking for a link and you're in here, that's your best bet. You might have to turn off the Wi-Fi on your phone to get past the blockers. All right? That's the power move, though. All right? Please click subscribe on the way out. Click subscribe on the way out. My man. We'll keep that on there. King shit. You know what I mean? It's king shit. All right, let's go. Second round. I'm assuming Errol is going for Errol Spence, by the way. It's going to be a hell of a fight. Second round, Tyson Fury comes out in the southpaw position. The official stats for round 1 was 7-28 for Fury, 5-20 for Dillian Whyte. You still give the round to Whyte. Those couple extra that Fury ain't landed. The body shots were a little more effective from Dillian Whyte than the couple head shots extra from Fury, my opinion. Once again, Dillian Whyte pressing forward. Tyson Fury goes back to orthodox stance. Whyte looking for a big right hand. Misses on the shot. Okay, back. Tyson Fury's back trying to establish the jab. That's the key to this fight. You got to establish the jab. If you're looking for a link and you don't have one, that's where you go. You might have to turn off the Wi-Fi on your home Wi-Fi and do it from your cellular. Please hit subscribe on the way out if that helps you. Much love. All right. 1:42 left. Second round. Both men in the middle of the ring. Once again, not much going on in this round. Another good body shot from Dillian Whyte. He's doing good body work consistently so far in the first 2 rounds. Little jab from Tyson Fury. Jab to the body from Dillian Whyte. Nice little 1-2 from Fury. Didn't really land flush, but it looked good. Sounded like it had a little pop behind it. Minute 15 left, round number 2. Heavyweight championship, Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte. Little pouring left hook from Fury with a decent left hook after. Kind of a straight, but it had a little hook in motion to it. Okay, here comes Dillian Whyte moving forward, looking to land some big shots. Only comes up with a good shot to the body. Had Fury against the ropes for a second. Little 1-2 from Fury, neither landed, but Fury's got to keep Dillian Whyte off him. He has to establish the jab more. Dillian Whyte is the guy pressing the action, making the fight at the moment. Little right hand from Tyson Fury. Nothing major. Little left hand from Tyson Fury. Right hand counter from Dillian Whyte. Not much on much of these shots. Little jab from Whyte. Both guys still feeling each other out. Tyson Fury even more so. Whyte's the one pressing the action, looking more comfortable. Triple jab from Whyte, and then a little check hook from Tyson Fury. Up against the ropes towards the middle of the ring. Tyson Fury's back to me. Second round over. I'm going to be going into the 3rd round. Second round is another very hard round to score. This fight has been very hard to score so far. You didn't miss much so far, bro. We're going into the 3rd round. It could be 1-1 either way. It could be 2-0 either way, because neither guy has done much yet. You know, Tyson Fury landed a decent little check left hook in that round. One of the better shots of the fight. Dillian Whyte has been doing really efficient and effective body work so far. Not much up top has landed from Whyte. A couple from Fury, with the better body work coming from Whyte. So I might lean towards him, but it could be any direction at this point. You know what I mean? Dillian Whyte. You know what I mean? Dillian Whyte, but Y-T-E. So it's Whyte, but spelt the not white way. You know what I mean? So it's all good. It's all good. What website doesn't work? Here, look, this, bang. This is where you want to go, bro. Click subscribe on the way out, please. All right? There you go. You might have to turn off the Wi-Fi on your phone, all right? Because your home network might try to block it. But that's what you want to do right there. So not much, my brother. We'll leave that on there. All right, so 3rd round. 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in the 3rd round. Not much going on again. Tyson Fury being slow, methodical, trying to establish his jab. Hasn't established it yet. Dillian Whyte trying to establish being on the inside and getting some good work in. He's getting decent body work in. Nothing to the head yet. He just threw another crazy right hand, and Tyson checked him with a left hook. Tyson just hit him with another couple shots right there. One of the best sequences so far for Tyson Fury yet. So, yes. Absolutely. Definitely stands a very good chance. A very good chance, bro. Good fighter. 2 losses in his career to top-level guys. Been the mandatory for years. Had a couple, black marks on his, resume because he popped dirty for steroids early on. But Dillian Whyte absolutely has a very legitimate chance to win this fight. And as of now, it's very close. Not much going on, but very close. So Dillian Whyte, once again, still trying to press the fight. Tyson Fury not doing a great job getting his jab established, which is the most important thing for him in this fight. Little jab up top from Whyte. Jab to the body from Tyson Fury. Dillian Whyte been in front of him pretty much the whole time. Tyson Fury hasn't done anything to get his attention yet, power-wise. Dillian Whyte has not done anything yet to the head, but landed a couple really nice body shots so far. 1:07 left in the 3rd round. Close fight with not much going on so far. A lot of tactical moves being made by either fighter trying to assert their game plan. That's pretty much where we're at in the 3rd round with 53 seconds left. Both men kind of trade jabs. Both men kind of trade jabs again. Nice little body shot from Tyson Fury. Beautiful little body shot to the body from Fury. Slick. Nice right hand from Tyson Fury up top. Partially blocked. Another right hand. Jab from Fury. Nice little sequence for Tyson right now. Back against the ropes in the middle of the ring with Tyson that way. I don't know if you can understand what I'm trying to paint the picture, but middle of the ring. Dillian Whyte misses on a big left hook. Tyson Fury threw a little weak, long counter uppercut. Made him pay for it, but not in a major way. Just scored. Another little right hand from Fury. Nice 1-2 from Tyson Fury. Very nice 1-2. That's a Fury round. This fight could be 2-1 either way. That's pretty much where we stand at the third round. There hasn't been a lot of definitive rounds for either guy. Better body work from Dillian Whyte. A little better up top work from Fury. Nothing substantial landing from either man except a couple decent body shots from Dillian Whyte. So we're about to go into the fourth round. All right. Once again, I will repeat this over and over. If anybody wants to try to get a link, that's your best bet. You will find one. You will have a lot of pop-ups to deal with, but you will find one. Be patient. You will find a link. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Por favor. See? But Tyson Fury's doing a little better of a job of keeping Dillian Whyte further away from him in the third round. We got to see now if we can build on that and he could keep Whyte a little further away, put him on the end of shots, and maybe get a stoppage at some point late or a decision off points. Right now, we have 38 of 105 connect advantage to 14 of 74 for Whyte. I don't agree with that. That connect advantage sounds ridiculous, but it might hold true. All right. Little bit of a dust up against the ropes. Tyson Fury didn't like what Dillian Whyte was doing, kind of pushing his head into him, and then gave him a little mush with his left hand on the way out. What up, homeboy? Checking in from West Coast. Yo, what's good, my brother? Cesar Perez, much love, man. Are you watching or are you just checking in on me, bro? Or you just watching me checking in? Much love to you, though. Appreciate the support, man. Everything helps, man. Click that like, all that good shit. Appreciate you. Feed. Okay. So we had a little clash of heads between Fury and Wilder in the fourth round. Cut over the right eye of Dillian Whyte. We'll have to see if that ends up being a factor as the fight goes on. But it's a little cut as of now, but maybe a bad spot. Nice right hand from Tyson Fury. The past round and a half, Tyson Fury getting a lot more comfortable, better distance, more combination punching, and that's probably why the punch stats look a little better, look a little more dominating than the scorecards will reflect. Ooh, nice. Just missed on that one. Nice body shot from Fury. Nice hook from Whyte prior. Tyson Fury, little three-punch combo. Didn't really land any of them. Nice right hand from Tyson Fury. Fourth round, 1:41 left. Tied up against the ropes. They're getting a little chippy. We got some MMA grappling going on against the ropes. My man, what's my referee's name, man? Jack something. That's my guy. He's a pretty no-nonsense ref. He does get too involved at times. I'll get you his last name in a minute so you can keep an eye out for him in the future. But we'll see what happens. These two are getting a little chippy now, though. 1:14 left. Fourth round. Nice little shot from Whyte. Couple jabs from Fury. Fury starting to get the pace that he wants and the distance that he wants now. More so than in the first round or two. Jab from Fury. Little pouring left hook from Fury. Didn't really land. Body shot from Dillian Whyte. Tyson Fury with a little pop-pop. Then reaching in. Dillian Whyte threw a little slick. Looking for a little elbow action on the inside. Let's go. Tyson Fury ties him up. Brings him against the far left corner. 22 seconds left. Couple shots behind the head from Dillian Whyte to Tyson Fury. But Tyson Fury, and then it looked like they were splashing water on, I think it was Fury's corner. They might have been splashing water on Dillian Whyte from behind the headshots. I think that's what was just going on. But listen, Tyson Fury does that shit where he pops you, then leans on you. You know, you got to try to find a way out of it. You know, if it's shots behind the head, it might be at times. And I think Jack Reese, I think that's his name. He just gave instruction to both, which is good. Nice left hand from Tyson Fury when they meet back in the middle of the ring. Dillian Whyte lunging in, just trying to get close. Another nice little shot from Fury. 14 seconds left, fourth round, a very chippy round. A little more exciting. Let's see what we got. Fourth round. We're probably looking at... Okay. We're probably looking at 3-1 Fury. But 2-2 wouldn't be crazy because it's very possible Dillian Whyte won the first 2 rounds off not much going on from each. But 3-1 Fury, 2-2 possibility as well. That's the headbutt. Yeah, they're showing when their heads clashed. Now they're showing when they tied up. Dillian Whyte had the forearm in Tyson Fury's neck. And then Fury hit him on the come out. Then Whyte hit him. Referee in the middle. Now here they are. This is where the headbutt happened, I think they're saying. Puts Dillian Whyte in a little headlock. And let's see the corner. Okay, Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte had Tyson Fury in the corner. Well, Fury had Dillian Whyte in the corner. Dillian Whyte was wrapped up trying to get out. Hit Fury in the back of the head a couple times. Tyson Fury's brother hit Dillian Whyte with water while they were in the corner. So shit is getting real. Don't forget, this is a UK grudge match. A lot of people might not know about Dillian Whyte, but Dillian Whyte was once a sparring partner of Tyson Fury. They have history. He's been trying to get the Fury fight for years. So this is a real, real deal. There's a little bad blood, even though there's love there too. 240, fifth round. Tyson Fury looking to establish the jab again. Nice little left hook from Tyson Fury. Dillian Whyte moving forward. Nice body shot from Tyson Fury. 225 left. Fifth round. Most likely a fight where Tyson Fury's up 3-1. 2-2 would be a little more, maybe not, but probably 3-1 Fury going into the fifth. Tyson Fury starting to bounce a little more, but he's still not throwing enough for my liking, but he's still doing more than Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte has landed almost 0 shots effectively to Tyson Fury's head. Some decent body work, but has not got up top much. Tyson Fury's done the far better work as far as traditional, headshots, looking to establish the jab, combination punching, so on and so forth. Tyson Fury with his back to me, towards the middle of the ring. Both guys posturing. Little long, short left hook from Tyson Fury. Nothing much on it. Dillian Whyte moving forward, trying to get on the inside. Nice right hand from Dillian Whyte. He's saying I slipped because he did a little dance, but I don't think he hurt him. But he did land the right hand at the same exact time their feet got tied up, or he slipped. Minute 20 left, fifth round. Left hook from Tyson Fury. Dillian Whyte, little jab to the body, little hook to the body. Back to the middle of the ring. Nice body shot from Tyson Fury. Couple jabs from Tyson Fury, followed by a right hand. He's pouring with the left. Nice little body shot from Fury. Went up top, then went to the body. Okay, nice little 1-2 from Fury. Looking comfortable. 53 seconds left in the fifth round. Tyson Fury starting to look more comfortable. Bouncing on his feet a little more. More jabs. A little more combinations the past 2-3 rounds. Dillian Whyte has to get into Tyson Fury's chest and let it fly. Nice 1-2 from Fury. Nice hook from Fury. Beautiful body shot from Dillian Whyte. Exactly. He's going to have, like Tim Bradley just said, Dillian Whyte's going to have to take 2, 3, 4 punches to get in and try to land a big shot. 22 seconds left, fifth round. Tyson Fury's been distancing himself a little more since about the middle of the second round. Took him a round and a half, get comfortable. And now here we are. Fifth round, most likely 4-1 Tyson Fury. Could be 3-2. More likely score is 4-1. Jab to the body from Dillian Whyte. Tyson Fury moving, little shoulder movement. End of the fifth round. Good fight so far, you know. Casual fans might not love it as much as I love it. UK fans, I know will love it because there's a lot to this fight. Yeah, Whyte needs the KO. Yeah. Yeah, there's no way. The only way Dillian Whyte had a chance going into this fight is if he could get a lot of knockdowns or a knockout. You know what I mean? You know, he has more boxing skills to a degree than Deontay Wilder, but Deontay Wilder has the power, which makes guys more hesitant, and he's more athletic. You know, Deontay Wilder's a more, you know, athletic and awkward guy. So he was able to land a little more at times up top, plus the size difference. You know, got to remember there's we got a 5-inch size difference between the two of them as well. So, you know, watching and checking with Baffinia style for a minute, homeboy. Yo, much appreciated, bro. And shit like that, hearing that shit keeps me going, man. That shit keeps me going. That shit keeps me making these fucking live streams because sometimes I get no viewers. Sometimes I get a lot, you know, with the comedy, with this, with the social commentary. Sometimes a video popped on Twitter talking about the Mike Tyson airplane shit, got like 150K. So here and there you get one that pops and it feels good, but the key is consistency and support from dudes like you, so I appreciate you. All right, looks like I might be having a little issue with my link. I'm going to reset it real quick. We're going to be going into the 6th round, I believe. Not I believe. I know for a fact. I'm just talking unconfidently because I'm doing two things at once, and my name is Focus, but that's only because I'm good on focusing at one thing at a time, not more than one thing. You know what I mean? All right, so here we go. 6th round, 2 minutes left in the round. It looks like a lot of the same. At the moment, we got a lot of the same going on. Tyson Fury keeping the distance. Dillian Whyte not able to establish anything on the inside. And if he can't get on the inside and establish something powerful within the next round or two, it's going to end up being a dominant, probably 10-2, 9-3 kind of performance from Tyson Fury. And that's what, you know, I would say most fans probably expected something like that coming into this fight. You know, Tyson Fury is the far more skilled fighter, you know, and a lot of people thought maybe Dillian Whyte, because he's a little more effective than Deontay Wilder, maybe he had a little bit more of a chance to land more shots up top and maybe win some rounds and not just rely on the power. But it's clear once again that Tyson Fury is just his skill level and his skill set for a man that is 6'9" is just preposterous. It's something you've never seen in the history of combat sports, period. Whether you like him, hate him, feel whatever you want to feel about him, it's never been seen. It will probably be seen again, but it's never been seen prior to Tyson Fury. And that's just a fact. Last Jedi, I know, brother. You're always checking in, always showing support, especially on the fight sports. We got to get you Wednesday at 9:30 a little more. You know what I mean? But, you know, nah, my guy. I appreciate you, bro. So much, bro. See, you got to go back to work. I checked it out. I checked it out, what happened in the fight. All right, so right now, we're in the 6th round. 15 seconds left. Oh, big uppercut from Tyson Fury. Huge uppercut from Tyson Fury. It's over. He's not. Let's go. Let's see. Is he getting up? Let's see if Jack Reese gives him a chance. Jack Reese is going to let him move forward. It's over. It's over. It's over. Tyson Fury, out of nowhere, came with a fucking uppercut that looked like some shit from fucking Soul Calibur or Killer Instinct or motherfucking, Street Fighter fucking 3D or some animated movie, some Marvel shit. Tyson Fury just came with an uppercut that I'm pretty sure he tapped his elbow on the floor. That's how low that shit came from. Yo, that uppercut came from the ground all the way to fuck. This motherfucker brought this uppercut from Staten Island, from my home base, Statlanders. Look at that shit. I'm knocking down my set. You know what I mean? That's how you know shit is real. You know shit is real when you knocking down your fucking set. All right? Because my man Tyson Fury just took a fight where there was not much going on, where he landed 0 punches that truly hurt Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte barely even earned respect for Tyson Fury's power, right? But from the middle of the second round on, Tyson Fury started establishing the jab, the 1-2s, some body work, and just started distancing himself little by little. And then here we go in, the 6th round, I believe, right? The very end of the 6th round. Don't quote me, it might have been the 7th, but I think it was the end of the 6th. Tyson Fury came with a motherfucking, Debo. Debo like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? The memes are going to be crazy. They're showing the replay right now. Jab, jab, uppercut, push. It was kind of a wild little exchange, though. Hold on, let me see this again. Jab up top. Oh, huge uppercut. And then pushes him, too. Huge uppercut. And he's lucky that uppercut did not fucking hit him even more flush. Because if you look at the replay, wow, so sharp. So sharp. So sharp. Let me see how low it came from. I might have been wrong about how now. Nah, it came from like some uppercuts are just like a twist of the hand and up, right? Where it's close and it's just a twist and up. But this shit was a little bit of a mix. It was a mix between a haymaker uppercut and the way you do the inside shit. So it was sharp, fast, and it kind of hit the chin and then went up the rest of the face of Dillian Whyte. He pushed him after, but the push, it is what it is. I don't think he realized he hurt Whyte that much because Whyte wasn't even done reacting to the uppercut yet. You can't get no better than that. You can't get no more. Tyson Fury hit him with a little jab, a little feeler, and then immediately came with the with the uppercut behind it. For a 6'9" dude to sit there and be able to turn over an uppercut that fast is something you don't fucking see. You might see it more often. Even Ngannou in the UFC, he can box a little. He does have some hand skills, right? And the power is explosive, more explosive than Fury, right? But technique mixed with it, come on, man. These fans in the UK are going fucking crazy. I'm really hoping Tyson Fury doesn't announce his official retirement in this fight because he's still got a lot of great boxing left in him. He looked just as good tonight as he has in any good performance in his career, okay? Just a perfect execution. He felt Dillian Whyte out for the first round and a half, then little by little, more jabs, little by little, something behind the jabs, toucher shots a lot of time, right? Little hooks, body shots, right? Good body shots, some of them being very powerful. And then got him into the 6th round, 11 seconds left in the 6th round. Tyson Fury touches him with a perfect straight, the jab, full arm extension, perfect jab, but only a toucher, and then comes with a crazy fucking tight but long uppercut, puts Dillian Whyte down. It looked like Dillian Whyte might beat the count, but then right around when it looks like he got up, might beat the count, he goes into the ref, loses his balance. Jack Reese holds him up a little bit, waves the fight off, fight over, 6th round, motherfucking knockout. Tyson Fury, greatest heavyweight of this generation. There is no debates. There's no one else you could put in that conversation. Deontay Wilder would be the only other one, and Deontay Wilder lost to him 2 times. Some people would say 3. I did think the first fight was a draw. So let's see what Tyson Fury got to say. I want to see if he officially announces his retirement or not. I want to see if Tyson Fury officially announces his retirement. I'm hoping not, right? I'm praying not, because Fury has plenty of great boxing left in him. Let's see. He's just thanking the crowd, saying 94,000 of my countrymen and women, thank you for being here. Class act, 32-0, 23 knockouts, has found more power as his career is going on, which shows how he can evolve as a fighter. Grass-fed. Huge 6th-round knockout from Tyson Fury. Jab, touched him, not a hard shot, came right behind it with a fucking video game uppercut, clipped his chin, then face on the way up. Hell of a highlight reel knockout. Man. Tyson Fury just giving flowers to Dillian Whyte. Tough guy. That was a beautiful, beautiful, perfectly timed, perfectly sharp uppercut from Tyson Fury. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Is he going to retire? See what we got. Not yet. Let's go. Tyson Fury and Sugar Hill, obviously from the famed Kronk Boxing Gym, having a beautiful moment in the middle of the ring. Feels like, I hope it's not retiring, man. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Come on, Tyson. Are you retiring or not, motherfucker? Speak up. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. He promised his wife he was going to retire. After the Wilder fight, he promised. This might be his last fight. Fuck. I hope this dude don't retire, man. See what we got. He said this might be the final curtain for the Gypsy King because he has to keep his word to his wife. Let's see if we could get his wife. All right, so this is what everybody needs to do. No dick pics, no bullshit. You know what I mean? Everyone needs to message Tyson Fury's wife on every social media and say, listen, let him get one more. All right? Can we get him against the winner of Usyk versus Anthony Joshua? All right? No dick pics, all right? Don't do no weird shit, all right? I know a lot of you internet dudes, you know, got some internet mutants out there. No testicles, no assholes, all right? No dick pics. Just a respectful, hey, let Tyson stick around for one more fight, right? That's not too much to ask, is it? I don't think it's too much to ask. We could get one more fight out of the Gypsy King, I think, man. Because let me tell you something. The way he looked in this fight, once he was able to get comfortable, I don't see Joshua or Usyk beating him. So he can go prove his point even more, you know, that he is the guy, you know, because if he beats Usyk or Joshua, who else is left? You know, Luis Ortiz, yeah, great boxer, gave Wilder a couple good fights, very avoided for sure. Would love to see Fury fight him. He's never gonna. He doesn't need to. He's not a big enough name, and Ortiz doesn't get the opportunities he should. I don't know if he's singing tonight. Right now, it's not looking like he's singing, just so you'll know. Andy Ruiz, yeah, it would be a fun fight. It would be a good fight. But, you know, it's not going to cement his legacy anymore. The only fights left that would cement his legacy just a little bit more would be the winner of Usyk versus Joshua. If it's Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, it'll be the biggest fight in the history of the UK if he beats Usyk in the rematch. And one of the biggest fights, you know, probably top 5. Oh, he's singing. Here we go. Here we go. Now he's singing. Let's see. Okay. Tyson Fury getting his singing in. I was going to say, he got to sing, right? That'd be a letdown if my man didn't hit the mic. You know what I mean? Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't say one more thing. I don't know this song, so I was just kind of repeating them a little bit. You know what I mean? All right, so listen. This is what I'm going to do. I might go live later tonight to just talk more fight sports in general, some fights that are coming up. There is a UFC card tonight. I don't know if a lot of people are going to be out of their way to tune into it. I'm going to watch it. So maybe I'll do a little fight companion for that later in the day. Maybe we'll do some pound for pound talk, you know, open panel, get some other people in here. What is the Kronk style? Well, the Kronk style is power. That's the Kronk style. The Kronk style is power, you know, and jab, right? Those are probably the two main things, you know, a great jab and power. That's what you look for when you're talking. So who does that better than Tyson Fury? One of the best jabs definitely the best jab of this generation. Probably a top 10, 15 jab in the history of the heavyweight division. And that's that Kronk style, baby. That Emmanuel Stewart, you know. I think you're testing me, grass-fed. I think you're testing me. You know what I mean? Helen K, I see it. He's getting it in. Beautiful fight. Beautiful performance by Tyson Fury. I'm actually going to end the live now. I'm probably going to go live a little later on as well. So if anybody likes fight sports, look for me a little later on today. I want to clip my reaction to this, get that uploaded, try to get some people in from that as well. Anybody who just popped in, if you go back, I will put timestamps in the video as far as the reaction to the knockout and all that as well, plus re-upload it. Just that section. I appreciate any and all support. Please click like, subscribe, comment, help a wigger out. Shit gets real. The algorithm's crazy. The bands are crazy. I appreciate any and all support. Okay. Join us on the original WHiggaz Comedy channel and this channel for a small amount of time more. Then I'm moving that podcast strictly over to your original WHiggaz Comedy channel for our comedy podcast every Wednesday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Please go subscribe to that channel as well. I appreciate any and all support. I believe that's possible, but I also seen Anthony Joshua completely change his style in the rematch against Andy Ruiz and box for 12 rounds and dominate him, not looking for power, not trying to put a brick into every shot. If he boxes how he did against Andy Ruiz and can set up the power better and doesn't look desperate for it, Anthony Joshua definitely has a chance to beat Usyk. But I do favor Usyk 5 out of 6 times. You know what I mean? But Joshua does very, very, very well and he is very well much. I don't know. Let's change that. My man, Anthony Joshua, is very capable of beating Usyk. He just has to fight a certain way, set up the power rather than looking desperate to land the power. Because Usyk is going to sit in between shots, and he got respectable power at heavyweight as well, like we spoke about earlier. But let's see. We got to see what happens, man. Tyson Tyson Fury can do anything he wants to do after this. He could go into the WWE, he promoter, manager, reality show. Tyson Fury has a personality where he's a star. He's built himself into a true star, but I really hope he got one more fight in him. I would love to see him fight the winner of Joshua versus Usyk. We're going to have to see if that happens, but much love and respect to everybody who checked in so far. Box a pint, little hobbit. All righty, Big Rob, let's go. Big Rob. Big hobbit? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to end this for now. I might do another open panel fight sports stream later on. Oh, shit. Here we go. We got Francis Ngannou, the UFC champion, in the ring with Tyson Fury, trying to make sure that fight happens. Arms around Ngannou right now. That's what he's going for. He's like, I did what I had to do as far as my legacy in actual boxing. Now let's go make a fucking ton of money. All right. Francis Ngannou has to get past his fights. He still has a lot of work to do in the UFC. But we all know Ngannou has Deontay Wilder-like power in the UFC. So that gives you a chance. No matter how good Tyson Fury is, Francis Ngannou will always have a chance to win a fight against any man he is standing in front of because of his power and his drive and his will. All right, a dude who had to cross bodies of water to get his freedom from Cameroon. All right, he's built different. He's got a different type of heart, a different type of mind, just like Tyson Fury does. So if Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou gets made, it's going to be a fun fight. If it's a boxing fight, obviously you favor Tyson Fury by a wide margin, but he's got crazy power. He didn't look that small compared to Fury, even though he's 5 inches shorter comparatively, as far as their height. But I think we got to make that happen. Francis Ngannou crashes the post-fight interview, said, let's get this money. And I agree. Much love, everybody. Hope to see you all on the next stream. Wednesdays at 9:30 for comedy. Every Saturday for fight sports. And there'll be more in between. Tap in, tune in. Follow me on other platforms as well. I don't just stick to YouTube. I actually do worse on YouTube than I do on other platforms half the time. So if you want to see my content and actually see it do better, follow me at other places. All right. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hopefully, I hope you have a great weekend. Much love.